You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons and Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 551, recorded May 2025, posted April 2026. Classic Duck Bar.
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master. Today, we are continuing one of our Keys from the Golden Vault series of adventures. We are playing Viderant's Vault. That's right, I've used the word vault several times already this podcast. Let's remind ourselves of who our players are, who our characters are, and what is happening. First up, it's Chips on Earth.
Hi, my character is Josh Molis. He shares my pronouns, he and him. Josh is a cleric rogue, and he is roughly as young as our dungeon master.
Cleric rogue or rogue cleric? You decide. Next up, it's Kathy Campbell.
Hello, I am playing Tink Her Bell. Both of our pronouns are she, her. She is a fairy druid. And that's all I got.
Okay, you just kind of trailed off at the end there.
Yeah, listen, I was hoping that something witty would come, and then it did not. So
Tuesday night energy. Love to hear it.
Yep.
Also joining us, it's Annette Weerstra.
Hello, I am playing Jaee, a name I picked to put as many vowels in it as possible.
Yep.
And
interesting Scrabble strategy. Let's see if it pays off.
Yeah, right. It'd probably get a lot of points somewhere.
I don't think that's actually how Scrabble works, but I can't say definitively.
I don't
know. And last but not least, it's Monty Ashley.
That's me. Hi, Monty Ashley. He, him. I am playing Krong, a bugbear rogue. I feel like you probably knew that already. If this is your first episode, hi, welcome to the first episode.
It's interesting.
Your first episode. It's not our first episode. That would be really confusing.
I think it would also be interesting.
The previous 500 were just practice, right?
Oh.
It would also be interesting to do part 2 as the first episode of TPK to listen to. But you know what? No judgment.
Yeah, people tip in all kinds
They
of
just signed
things.
in this week.
Yeah. So what are we doing? Our characters are operatives of the Golden Vault, a secret society, a society with secrets that is sent on various, dispatches its keys on various errands to right wrongs, to pay back debts, to make things a better world.
To provide leverage.
To steal stuff, mostly.
Yeah, mainly through the act of theft.
Good.
Today, our adventure will take place in the city of Waterdeep, the jewel of the Sword Coast, the city of splendors, a sprawling fantasy metropolis, and our operatives are there specifically to steal a dwarven ruby diadem that is basically a lost family heirloom. The current elder statesman of the family is himself recently come into leadership role at a thieves guild and wants the diadem back. It just so happens that the current owner of the diadem is his kind of rival, who is competing in a power structure for to be the also be the leader of the thieves guild and has not won out. So there's clearly a personal as well as family dynamic of wanting this diadem back. So the diadem is currently, to your knowledge, locked in a vault belonging to one Nixlana Viderant, elven thief of some repute, and Samfith Goldenbeard of the Silverfinger Society really wants it back. Our characters have spent some time exploring Waterdeep, learning things, discussing possible cover stories or plans for how they might either gain more information or potentially find their way into the vault. This is the next phase of every heist where I, as a dungeon master, have no idea what will happen. Let's see how it goes.
I mean, neither do we.
Yep. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So last time you did some scouting, I believe Krong and Jaee did just like they did a casual walk by of the location where the vault was pointed out to you in the dock ward. Josh and Tink Her Bell went to the trade ward to kind of ask around and stuff. I think you bought a slice of pizza from a turtle. And we'll assume that the four of you have kind of met up to swap information and discuss possible next steps here in Waterdeep.
So, what's our next steps?
I seem to recall that we were moving in the direction of staking out Vidorant's mansion, splitting up and doing so. So
I thought we had done that.
Yeah, I thought
Did
we
we?
had already.
I don't think so. You
Okay,
talked
well,
about
let's
it.
do that.
Okay.
Same thing.
I want to case the joint thoroughly. I want to see what the guards go in and out, if the guards stay in the house, if they live somewhere else and they come to the house to go in, because that's a great
The
way
mansion
to
or the
sneak in.
vault? Just to
The vault
two of
is-
us, we were going to split off two and two.
Mhm.
Yeah. I want to be at the vault. I want to case the vault.
Okay.
And I think we actually we were doing that, right?
I think so.
Yes.
But you did a walk by. I think
Yeah.
Monty is describing
Okay.
something
Like
that's
a
little more involved.
multi-day, because
Yeah.
some
You're
days
gonna
are
like go
going
on
to
an
have
adjoining
different...
building and like
You
lay
did
on the
ask,
roof and
are
watch?
there are there unoccupied adjoining buildings? And I said, absolutely there are.
Yeah.
Okay.
My last notes are main doors north, a couple windows south, one second floor window on west. So like we've seen the outside. I want to get a sense for what's going on inside.
Okay. Do you want to split up with 2 and 2 again, or how would you like to handle this, other folks?
What if we use all four of us in the vault, like concentrate on the vault to start with,
Okay.
and then we all switch to the manse? I'm asking strictly from a storytelling / podcast / D&D version
Okay.
of it.
We're getting meta here, but yeah, I
Yep.
see your point.
Yep, breaking the fourth wall here.
Yep, that would be good. At some point, though, we absolutely need to get our shapeshifters to get eyes on Vidorant so that they can do sneaky things.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. We can start by shapeshifting into guards.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I want to see if the guards stay in the house or, as I keep saying, they come from somewhere else and
Right.
then go to the house
Yep.
and then go home at the end
Yeah.
of their shift.
Also, if there is a particular bar that they like to hang out at, or pub, or whatever you want to call it.
The vault is located in the Dock Ward, which is a very industrial, in some places kind of rundown neighborhood of Waterdeep. And the vault is basically, it may have been at some point like a warehouse or something. It's a big stone building, and it's freestanding. There's no buildings connected to it, but there are a variety of rundown, abandoned buildings, shops, and whatnot across the street from it. Is there a particular type of building you'd like to stake out from?
Abandoned candy store.
Oh, excellent.
Nice.
Monty, think about what the name of that abandoned candy store is as you all carefully break in through the back of the abandoned candy store, clearing out rubbish and upside down furniture and making your way up into, there's a nice little storeroom on the second floor. It looks like it was like a storeroom / maybe where they did the bookkeeping for the candy store, and it gives you a nice view across the street of Vidorant's vault. So you stake it out. You're well experienced keys from the Golden Vault. So you work in shifts, you take notes, you're careful to observe things, and you learn a lot over the course of, we'll just say like the next, basically, I don't know, maybe 12 hours or so of watching the vault. Specifically, you learn that, I don't know why I say specifically so much, and why do I hit it so hard in such a specifically podcasty way. But from your view, you feel confident that there's really only one main entrance to the vault. There's a set of double doors on the street level. And this is the vault is clearly not like operating as any kind of business. There's no customers or foot traffic going in and out. But occasionally guards do come and go from the vault, and you're studying them carefully, keeping track of maybe different guards by description, and you have determined that at any given time, it seems like the staff of the vault has 12 guards on staff at any moment. 3 of them are stationed outside. There's 2 that stand up on kind of this balcony that overlooks the street and the kind of the front door of the vault. You probably have like a really great view of the 2 of them. And then there's a 3rd that regularly kind of patrols clockwise around the perimeter of the vault. But
And the other 6?
I believe the other 9. The other 9 are clearly inside, but you see them on shift changes. It looks like every 4 hours, half the guards rotate off. You watch a shift change as new guards rotate in. And we'll say that you basically, over the course of that, you would recognize that, I think effectively, if we do the math, there's 12 guards at any time. So maybe there's 24 guards total that work at this place, which is a lot of guards. But you would know that you've identified them. You know that the guards all wear kind of matching blue outfits with like yellow gold stitching, and that might be important if you ever needed to say produce a fake version of them. And it is clear you see the guards do tend to kind of leave as a group when they head off shift. And at one point you decide to follow a group of them, and it's clear that a couple blocks away there is a filthy tavern known as the Rusty Duck that some of the guards seem to drink at when they are off shift.
How does a duck get rusty?
I guess if it's not well oiled.
Sure,
Okay.
that works.
Yeah. So a lot of guards for this otherwise nondescript building. 3 exterior guards, 9 interior guards, of which you don't have a lot of information on what they do since they're inside. There are very few windows on this structure, and the windows that are there look small. And somebody give me a perception check.
I rolled a number.
I rolled a
18.
nat 20.
Nat 20.
Fine.
I rolled a 4.
Tink Her Bell, at one point you float over to check the windows and you're like, hey, maybe other people would have a hard time getting through these, but I could fit through them. They're rather small windows. But as you're studying them, you notice that all of the windows have tiny faint runes worked into them and are clearly all warded with alarm spells if anyone were even to open the windows.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
In addition
like
to
no
them being-
deliveries, they don't order pizza.
They do not seem to order pizza or deliveries. You do see occasionally guards show up for shifts and they're carrying food. So sometimes they're carrying a sack of sandwiches from the local sandwich shop or something like that.
Okay.
But there's no one has come or gone from the vault in your time there.
So we could bring sandwiches and drug them all.
Mhm.
Good.
That is an option.
What if we go to this rusty tavern?
Excuse
like
me.
an hour,
The Rusty Duck.
The Rusty Duck.
Mhm.
this
Rusty
tavern,
Duck.
which is called the Rusty Duck,
Yes.
like an hour before the shift change, we look like security guards for a different job.
Mm. Yellow with blue stitches.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah.
the
Which
Then
is-
we can
Which is a horrible security guard costume.
opposite. Surprise!
Unless they're the default guards that are made to make you think that those are the only guards when there's actually secret guards that you think you can get past the
I have
yellow
so
guards.
much to learn from you about security.
So I figure that this is a security guard bar. Then,
Mhm.
Yeah.
they'll come in, we'll talk shop, they'll talk shop. We get them drunk. We ask them some subtle questions. We learn everything there is to know about this operation.
That's certainly an option.
Yep. Yep. I love it. I love it. I
I
love
think
it.
it's a fun option too.
Yep.
Fun for us.
Because we get to hang out and talk to people.
Yep.
Since I don't have, do all 3 of you have like shape shifting?
I'm out.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay.
It's a
I have my
disguise, to be
tattoo.
clear.
Yes.
My
Yes.
tattoo
Yes.
is
Yes. Sorry. Sorry.
disguise.
So sorry. Disguise.
J-Raf has a magic tattoo. Krong has a magic hat.
Okay. So yeah, but Josh and Tink Her Bell can still just be not guards or I don't know,
Maybe-
travelers.
Like, is there room in a cape or something to like hide them under? Like, guards have.
I mean,
I
capes,
have
right?
always wanted to do the panto horse thing.
Uh-huh.
When we're in the bar, they could just be in uniforms. They don't
Yes.
No,
need
that's true.
to-
That's true. Yep. Yeah.
Right.
Good call. Good call.
Or we could just be in our civvies and
Yeah.
just be listening.
You're just
'cause
people at a bar.
for four guards wearing different uniforms might be noticed more than just two.
Yeah.
I would say the main potential threat is that for Josh and Tink Her Bell is if you meet people that then later recognize you,
Right.
that would make your life complicated. Right?
Yeah, and I think a fairy druid is slightly recognizable.
You are a little more conspicuous.
Yeah. So maybe I will keep watch. I will remain on watch for the vault while y'all are doing your stuff, so I can let you know if anything comes up.
Do you want to implement Monty's plan? Seemed like a good plan.
Yeah. Whoa,
Yeah.
Wait. What was that, Tony?
I
what
think
was
we
that?
can talk about it for another hour.
Seemed like I did just listen to the recording in the last episode where I berated your plans.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a little bad about it.
So it's not actually a good plan. It's just a sympathy good plan. Got it.
No, it's actually a good plan too. I'm just realizing
thanks,
that
Tony.
maybe you have good plans and I don't say when you have good plans. And also I berate you possibly when also you have good plans or bad plans. I do a lot of berating, I'm realizing, on
But we love
referring
it.
To the,
We love it.
referring to the
What
audio
would it
record.
be without that? Though,
And we are
you know.
nothing but nice and kind to
Yes.
you at all times.
All times.
But isn't that our spicy dynamic that people tune in for? I don't know. It's really unclear.
Very
so,
unclear. But yeah, I think that sounds like a great plan.
Several hours later, Krong, Jaee, and Josh make their way to the Rusty Duck, and I think Monty suggested that you arrive basically an hour before any guards would arrive to ensconce yourself there and just to be part of the background of the Rusty Duck. And the Rusty Duck is just it's a classic dock bar. It's everything smells like old fish. It's
I thought you said
kinda
classic
creaky.
duck bar, and I
Nope,
was trying to
duck
remember
bar.
what. I don't know what a duck
Yeah.
bar is. but
Everyone
it's clearly
turns at you and
rusty.
says,
it's got a
"Quack."
really low roof, so
Yeah.
you're always ducking as you go in.
There we
It
go.
does
Nice.
have a low roof that is unrelated to the name of the. I
Something
think that's
about
just,
them giving you the bill.
yeah, it's I think it's just a zoning issue. Yeah, it's when the wind blows, it kind of creaks. Is it a bar? Is it a ship? We don't really know. It's in the dock ward. But yeah, you get there and you had drinks and have melded into the crowd, and it does seem like this is clearly kind of very much like a working class bar with various people who work in the industries that exist next to the docks here in Waterdeep. And time passes, and you notice a pair of guards from Videron's vault stroll into the Rusty Duck. They've got their blue uniforms kind of unbuttoned, and they're clearly looking to unwind after 8-hour shift of standing around. I guess I don't know what guards do. Mainly wait until you guys murder them. Usually, so the guards strolling in, you see a halfling and a human. Both men walk in, and they head up to the bar and order drinks. It looks like they are regulars here.
So just to be clear, one of the guards is a halfling.
One of the guards is a halfling.
And he walks up to the bar.
Well, he has to get on top of a stool, but
Right.
yeah,
All right.
he orders some mead. They're sitting there drinking.
I go up to the bar to buy a round for my friends
Mm-hmm.
and say, kind of like, because I'm not that drunk because we're on a mission, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna pretend though and sort
you're-
of like
Mission drunk.
I'm a little bit. I'm a little bit like
Little bit.
functional.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna bump into them and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
And Jaee, are you currently using your tattoo to look like somebody or something right now?
Yes, I will pretend to be someone who doesn't look like me exactly, so
Yeah.
I can't.
You
be
just
recognized.
grab a face from the streets
crowd.
of Waterdeep an hour ago
Yeah.
on your way in. All right, you bump into
I'm
the
gonna
halfling.
go like kind of the opposite. So I'm a little bit blonde and I'm wearing a lot of pink instead of purple and black.
Gotcha.
Maybe I'm like Reese Witherspoon and Legally Blonde.
Okay.
And
Love it.
So I can be a little bit like strategically.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm gonna bump in, and I'll say, "Hey, I'm buying around for my friends. Do you want something? Let me get you something."
I
buy them a
would
drink.
never turn down a free drink, says the halfling.
I smile at him.
The human, for purposes of me not having to voice two NPCs at the same time, says, turns away.
Rude.
Yeah. The halfling jumps off his stool and follows you back to the group.
Excellent. We make room for him.
Oh. Hey, you new in town? I don't recognize you. I'm Captain Bouldersight.
I look like a fat middle-aged guy who's balding. Very unimpressive.
Okay.
Do you have a hat though?
Yeah, I've got a security guard hat.
Okay.
A security guard hat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, fellow officer of the guard. And he points to he's got kind of just like a generic patch on the corner of the shoulder of his security guard uniform.
Yeah, hi, how you doing? I just got into town. I'm guarding this. It's like a box, but it's in the middle of a big room, and we're just there, like walking around it for
box
8 hours a
job.
day. We just walk in, walk around it for 8 hours, not speaking, then leave. It is a nonsensical job.
I've had that gig. Yeah. You start staring at that box too long, the box stares back into you.
Oh boy, you don't gotta tell me. Oh, what job are you on right now?
It's kind of it's hard to explain. It's a little weird. It's kind of like an upscale warehouse situation.
Yeah, I hear that.
Rich people and their collections, that kind of deal.
I wish I could get a rich people in their collections job.
Yeah, I've been in this line of work for a while. You start out of the box and you got to work your way up from that. That's what I've learned.
Yeah.
Thrilling guard talk.
So, what kinds of, like, so if they're rich people, what kinds of things you're guarding? Like, what, is there something cool?
I think she's like a retired adventurer, so she's got like all kinds of stuff. I mean, kind of the coolest thing, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but you guys see, you're in the biz. She's got a room of exotic animals. And let me tell you, the first couple weeks I was there, I had to feed them, and that was awful. But thankfully, I'm not the junior guy anymore, and we've got somebody else who's stuck with that. That's him over there by the bar.
I don't know. That sounds kind of fun. Is it like, are they dangerous?
I think so. I mean, they've never gotten out, but there's one that's like, okay, it's like a panther, but with tentacles. It's scary looking. Do not like that.
Ooh.
And then there's other ones that are like flying snakes, and I do not care for just the snakes. Flying snakes, whew, not for me.
So avoid that room at all costs, right?
Yeah.
I make a note. Free animals to create chaos.
But we haven't done that plan before.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, but what else? Like, did they have treasures or?
Oh yeah. I mean, I actually don't really know all the details. It's weird. We're not like allowed to some sections of the collection. They're private, off limits, even to the guards. So I've never even seen the door to the room where the good stuff is. But I know it's upstairs, and we keep it, make sure everything runs real nice downstairs.
I really, that sounds cool. I really wish I could see something like that. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to show you around, but I
Sounds
get
great.
fired.
Let's go.
I get fired so fast.
Oh, one of those guys?
Yeah.
Oh.
And look, I've had the deal where like you're the only guard there and the night watch. And yeah, you bring some friends over and it's no big deal. But there's a lot of us there. It's serious business.
You got a shift captain or what's going on?
Oh yeah. There's don't get me started on Tarogla is the shift captain. She is, she does not play around. She runs a tight shop over there. She's got us on these strict rotations. We're always moving, really only get breaks at specific times. But like, she wants that whole place. And it's like a lot of rooms covered at all times. So, it's not like there's one of us for every room, but we're moving. So we gotta sign off on cards and keep track of our rotations. So we're there all the time. And, let me tell you, most guard jobs, I'm used to being able to put my feet up a little bit, and this is not that. But the pay is worth it.
Oh, man, I had this one job. It was great. I was just sat at the front of the place. All I had to do was get knocked out once a day from people coming in to steal stuff.
Oh, that's the business. Hopes and dreams. That's what I got someday to have that kind of thing. And I hear once you get 10 concussions, they let you retire.
Well, they fired me, if that's what you mean. It turns out I was actually supposed to be stopping these people, but they didn't give me any
Was
weapons
this in
or
Waterdeep?
anything.
Because we've got a union. That seems like that wouldn't fly here.
No, this was in some podunk town out Candlekeep.
Got it. Oh, I know Candlekeep. Not much of a book learner, but I know that.
So do you have any good stories about like someone who's tried to break in and you stop them?
No, nothing like that. I think, I don't totally know her deal, but I think she's got a bit of a reputation because no one's even tried. Every now and then somebody like thinks they go there and I think they got the wrong address or something and we shoo them away, but it's never been any violence.
I guess that's okay.
I mean, I think at first it was a little boring, but like
Yeah.
I've come to appreciate the consistency of the day-to-day.
Did they have a good snack room?
Oh, there's a break room, but we got to bring our own food. But,
Oh.
there's
don't
a
even
Smurgle
eat
sub shop around the corner, so I get sandwiches a lot.
Cinematic universe.
Do you have a favorite sandwich?
Yeah, I get the Kobold Club.
I'll check it out.
So listen, I'm really interested in what it's like to be in one of these big jobs like you're on, like a whole bunch of people making shift changes and stuff. Could you, I know this is a weird request, but can you like walk me through your day? Like,
As you continue to chat him up and feed him drinks, he walks you through his day in excruciating detail. As he's doing that, Krong makes a mental map of the layout of the vault, which is now in your the Google Doc, and I will put on the screen for you now. It takes a while, but you're very thorough, and you now have a sense of the general layout of the vault. Particularly noteworthy is the guard basically has pretty good information about the first floor of the vault and almost no information about the second floor of the vault. So I shared a map with you here. It's not like you got this guy to draw a map for you, but you got him to describe it, and you continue to chat him up, and you've pieced it together in terms of different weird things he's seen in the vault and where he was when something happened and relative to that. And Krong has put this excellent piece of art together representing the layout of the vault.
Question.
look at the size of this gem room.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
So for the listeners, let me just walk you. There's a lobby. There's a break room for the guards. There's a room full of safes. There's a room where they apparently store scrolls and potions. There is a small art gallery. There is a gem room, which your new friend is very excited to tell you about it. They just store gems there. There's a armor and weapons room, a animals room, a library, and then a very strange room that leads up to the second floor that he doesn't know a lot about because they don't really go over that way. Questions from Kathy?
Yes. I notice on the second floor of the map, there's a balcony. However, there was no mention of a balcony when we discussed the outside of the building.
Yes,
Oh, I
It
meant
was
to.
above the door.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. I was locked on there's only some windows. I missed the part
Yes.
that there was the balcony with the door. Okay.
There is a
cool.
second
That's on
floor
me.
balcony, and there are two guards stationed there. They are the two of the three exterior
For the
guards,
outside.
for
Gotcha,
the
gotcha,
vault.
gotcha.
Yep.
Help if I
And
had
that you, in
scrolled
fact,
up on the map.
at some point. No, it's okay. At some point, you watch them come and go, and it's a little weird because it looks like there's probably a door that leads to the balcony, but the guards come and go by a little exterior ladder.
Gotcha.
They're coming and going from the first floor, so they're really kind of just using this balcony kind of as an observation post for watching street traffic.
Okay.
Yep.
So, looking at the map,
Mhm.
the room that goes to the upstairs, it looks like there might be like a trench or
It looks like
pit
there's some
of
kind of
despair or
trench or
something?
bridge or something. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure does.
okay. Is that like that? Like, what happens if you fall into that pit? Has anyone?
Oh, I
fallen
think there's
into the pit?
spikes. No one's fallen in a while. But they told me stories about it. I was warned not to even get anywhere near that. It seems like there should be a railing, but maybe it must be one of those things where it's like grandfathered in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they don't care about us. You know that.
It's true.
Yeah. And like, so like when you're in the scroll and potion room, say like, just is everything locked up, caged? Is it like a museum? Can you
It's
see
more like a
stuff?
storeroom, I think, for like stuff that she takes on her adventures or brings back from her adventures.
Mm-hmm. So it's definitely not a room that we could like steal potions from. I say to myself.
I think it is exactly that kind of room.
Nice.
It's right between the gem room and the safes room.
The safes are. So is the safe room like she collects safes, or she puts things that are really
that are
important
even
in this
more like
Maybe that is a
Expensive.
weird name for a room, but is a room that holds two large human-sized safes in it.
oh
When you say
Human-sized.
human-sized safe,
is all
She
it
store
is.
humans in it.
or
I
like
don't
mummies,
contents unknown.
Wow.
like vampires.
Let's
don't know.
I just assume 5 foot tall safes.
I like the
Safes?
idea that it was just a bunch of
Safes.
safes she had collected. Like, this is a fancy safe. You know, she's a thief, so she
Yeah.
needs safes to work
Yeah.
on.
She likes safes.
Yeah,
She's
maybe
practiced
just like a
safes.
bunch of the safe doors and like a nice display hanging
Yep.
on a wall. Yeah.
Hmm.
Any other pieces of information that you would try to learn from? I'll say I think you've done pretty good in terms of what Captain Bouldersight would potentially know and what you've learned from him.
So like, does the rich person who owns this do we know their name? Did he tell us their name?
He's been kind of cagey about it, but you
Okay.
continue to chat him up, and he,
But do they ever show up and like show off stuff, or like?
she comes and goes occasionally, but we don't interact with her when she does.
Right. She's too
Probably
rich and
don't even get to
important.
make eye contact with her, right?
Yeah, I don't think we're supposed to.
Nice. And we are
Right.
just plying with this poor fool with drinks.
Makes a note. That might be our inn right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're not even allowed to look her in the eye, that makes it real easy to disguise
Real
ourselves.
easy to hide. Yeah.
It's true.
So now we just gotta find
Especially
her.
since two of us could look like her
Mm-hmm.
at the same time.
Anything else you could imagine wanting to learn from this drunk off shift guard?
How often? So there's those two guys on the balcony, right? Are
Mhm.
they there the entire shift, or do they rotate out?
There are two guards there at all times.
So, well, yes, but those specific guards, they come, climb this ladder, stay on the balcony for 12 hours, climb the ladder, and go home.
They rotate every 4 hours, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just but the three on the outside are the ones that rotate out. So if you work inside, you don't come outside.
No, sorry, there's a shift change every 4 hours where half the guards leave, basically.
Hmm.
Does
Have
that make
you
sense?
ever sat up on the balcony? That seems like the worst shift.
Oh, no, I want to get that job. To be off my feet? That seems great.
I
I'm
guess.
stuck on interior duty.
Yeah, walking off your feet.
So there's two guards who stand up on the balcony. There's a guard that patrols the exterior of the building. And then, according to this guy, there's 9 other guards patrolling the interior of the vault at any given time. And it sounds like they are all located on the first floor.
Right.
Right.
I think we may want to get up onto the balcony early in the shift, take these two guards down, and then get through this door up here that'll get us onto the second floor in
Mhm.
Bitteron's space. And then we're skipping all of the guards down on the first floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will point out the guards up on the first floor. On the second floor on this balcony. They are just like on a busy street, right? So, and they are both kind of vulnerable, but also, potentially conspicuous to eliminate them depending on the manner.
What
in
if
which
we
you
did
do
it during shift change?
You could do it.
Yeah.
But mainly there are always people coming and going on the street below.
All right. I have
What's it like at 3 a.m.?
it is a lot quieter.
I have made a note in addition to make a fake diadem, make 2 fake guards.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And all of you on your first, before you even went on this trip to the bar, you were studying the guards. You have like you have like a little corkboard next to
Yep.
the window where you've got like little
Sketches
profiles
and-
of all the little guards with little sketches of them,
Likes,
and you know
cats.
all of them. Yeah, you know that there's 2 shift bosses, and then there's the other ones, and you know who gets stationed outside, and you know which ones smoke and which ones I don't know which ones are left-handed. What other information would you collect about guards? But you have it.
We could, if say 2 of us could look like guards who would go up on that balcony regularly
Yep.
in the middle of the night. Maybe people wouldn't notice that they weren't there,
Mm-hmm.
and we have that 4-hour
Especially
window.
if it's if we make shapes in shadow. Hold on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't think anyone would
scarecrow
notice
guards.
that. No one in the middle of the night's going to notice guards not present.
Okay.
They might notice you noisily murdering people. if that was a thing,
You're
if
gonna
you
do
were
that on the
thinking,
ground.
what is the loudest way I could murder people, that might go over poorly. You know. Oh, horrible screams coming from the abandoned candy shop.
I'm sure it's fine.
Must be Tuesday.
I mean, we could just tie them up and knock them out and leave them
Yeah, you could.
inside.
Yeah, I like the idea of getting them before they get to shift
Mm.
and just replacing them.
Yeah. Like that
Yeah.
seems like the cleanest.
Yeah,
In that you can steal people's faces.
right.
Yeah.
That is a very convenient thing that you can do
Yeah.
that not everybody can do. It's not on the map, but I feel like at some point you're going to ask me. I think that the roof of the vault is just a flat kind of stone surface with no obvious
So no
entryways
chimneys,
into it. No chimneys.
which means they
no
probably
vents,
don't
no
have a
hatches.
kitchen.
It's probably no kitchen.
Hmm.
Probably no HVAC system.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
But a creepy panther with extra tentacles.
Yeah. But a
And
panther room.
flying snakes.
And yeah, some flying snakes,
The
This town
necessities.
needs air ducts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For a
Mhm.
moment there, I thought you said flank steaks, and I got hungry.
Flying
Mm.
snakes. All the ducks are rusty
Yeah.
here in Waterdeep.
Okay, so I think this idea of swapping the 2 guards that we know are going to be on the balcony and making it so that the guard below walking around doesn't not see the guards
Mhm.
up top.
And you have carefully timed that the guard who patrols outside has like a nice 20-minute rotation
Okay.
to his.
And
loop.
does that guy do any sort of like, hey, 2 p.m. everything good?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, we're good. Okay.
He does check in.
So
at
we
the-
need
his-
the
You
ability.
have a 20-minute window.
Yeah.
yeah, or you take out that guy too.
20
Also
minutes
an
is
option.
so long, you
So
guys.
long.
in D&D.
Yeah. Well, and then we can
that
always
is-
run out.
Yeah,
check
20
in,
minutes
go
is an
back in.
infinite amount of combat.
Yeah.
I refuse to run a combat encounter that goes for 20 minutes worth of rounds. We'll not do
Tony,
that.
the candy
Yeah.
stop, I'm afraid, is going to be named
Thank you.
Chocolate Deep.
Nice.
Okay, chocolate deep, love it.
Also, question about like animal messenger and the ability to speak. Could I say maybe tell the animal to sit on the patio thing under the table or whatever balcony, and every time he comes around to say the specific things?
I think so.
Okay.
You're gonna train a rat to be your friend.
Yep.
Or a squirrel, or
Or a duck.
Probably a rat.
Yeah.
Because it's Waterdeep.
Yeah.
Did you want to scope out Vidorant's manse? You had mentioned that earlier.
We've
Do we
got to
wanna
get
do-
her face somehow.
Yeah, we probably
Okay,
should.
okay.
Because before
Are we going to
do,
use our architectural guideline, our
Yeah.
digest entry?
So now you have spent most of this adventure hanging out in the dock ward. I have a hard time saying WARD after another noun. I don't know why. The dock ward.
Is it awkward
ward.
to say Duckward?
It is awkward to say dock
Awkward?
ward.
Yield war.
I'm only 20% joking. So Dockward, very industrial part of Waterdeep. Vidorant lives way up on the north part in an area called the Sea Ward, which is so called for the old money people of Waterdeep who made their money in things related to shipping and the sea. Vidorant's mansion is a little bit on the edge of that, where it's not as much the old money, but it's still people with a lot of money. Did this adventure provide me with a map of Vidorant's manse? No, it did not. Did I go and find one based on things you said last time? Yes, I did.
Wow. Dedication.
So let that be in no way an indication of what you should or shouldn't be doing in this adventure. So you make your way to Vidorant's mansion. It is a impressive kind of urban mansion where it's a fancy looking 2-story building. It's got a perimeter wall around it. It's basically one kind of city block by itself.
Tacky.
It's very McMansion, New Rich stuff. It's overdone.
New money.
Yeah, there's flags that don't need to be there. But yeah, so you can't even just like walk right up to the mansion. There's a big wall with gates and whatnot. You can see within the gates there's clearly kind of like a cobblestone path, and one path leads up to the mansion. One path looks like it leads to probably like a stables that's around back. But yeah.
Do we see any guards?
It's a big fancy house. There are no. You see a guard standing inside the gates by the door. It looks like they don't necessarily station a guard right at the gates at all time, but there's a guard kind of over by the main entrance to the mansion.
Okay, so allegedly someone could say drone style flyby
Yes.
without being seen.
Yes, they could.
Okay.
I forgot
someone who
that
could
you're
do
here.
that.
Thanks, Tony.
Well, I forget your whole range of abilities.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I do.
All right. So the group watches. I'm just gonna. I don't know if it'll be important later. I'm just gonna reveal this whole map. Tink Her Bell floats around carefully. It helps that you're tiny, and you're able to like peek in a bunch of windows. And Vidorant's mansion is, it's very kind of fancy and opulent in kind of in a tacky way. And you spot her in a it looks like she's in the dining room having dinner with perhaps some kind of business associate. And I believe they gave me art of Vidorant. Here is what Nixlana Vidorant looks like. So that you know she is
she looks
an
like
elven
somebody
woman.
that would definitely know when Waterdeep Fashion Week is.
Yes, she absolutely does. She has black hair, and she's wearing. I feel like I need some fashion help here, but it's like a cape with a fur collar, and kind of like a bodice type top, and very very tall boots, and also perhaps always has like a dagger nearby. She's got gloves that go up past her elbows, but maybe they're not gloves because they don't cover her hands. I don't know words for clothing.
You're doing great job, Tony.
She looks very fancy. She seems to be having dinner with let's just see here. I think they provided me with some.
This is an enormous lion.
Yeah. There's a lion skin rug in the hallway.
It's 20 feet from nose to tail.
Yeah. Roll nature, Tink Her Bell. You think it might be fake.
7 plus
dire lion?
8, so 15.
15. Maybe it was just a real big lion. It was real expensive.
Maybe it's a primordial ancient lion.
Yeah. She's having like a weird dinner party that gives you suggests that this is some kind of underworld kind of gathering. There's a half orc woman in a very fine suit, but with the sleeves are ripped off, and she's wearing like a bowler hat. There's a man who looks a human man who's wearing like a cape with a hood and looks very nervous. and he's just sitting there at the dinner table holding on to like a briefcase the whole time. There's kind of a dirty looking halfling man who's covered, his clothing is all patched and looks like it's basically made out of rags. And then there's an elven woman who is just smiling all the time. And
Who would
Vitarant's
do
there
that?
eating dinner.
Are there windows so that Krong and I can take a look and see these people in case it would be useful?
Now there is, Tink Her Bell is looking in through a window.
Mhm.
I would say that but you all are waiting patiently on the other side of a wall.
Yep.
So I think if you want to, and the two of you need to see people, need to see Vitarant in order to potentially steal her appearance. I think you're going to need to make a plan for how you would. I mean, you could just climb over the wall, run up to the window, and smush your faces against the glass.
Well, that's kind of my plan.
I'm a Victorian orphan.
I'm just saying
Please,
there might be some fallout from that.
Can I have your face?
Does
Just
Tink
one
Her Bell
guard.
have any illusory spells?
I do.
That's a
in
great question.
fact, I have prestidigitation. So I can make a sensory effect, fire play, clean or soil, minor sensation, magic mark, or minor creation. I can produce a flame. I
was hoping for a
can.
minor illusion.
I can make flowers. I've
do
got
not.
druid craft, sensory effect. Nope. I can light or snuff out, candle, torch, or small campfire. I've got a fog cloud, fairy fire, moon, pass without trace.
My first thought is that you cast fog cloud inside her house, and then when they all run outside, we get to see them.
That
could work. Or I could produce a flame. Oh wait, no, that's just in the hand, and it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't actually
You
ignite.
could
Never mind.
use that
That's
flame
a-
to
that's
light
just a
the
magic-
house
Yeah,
on fire?
that's just
having
yeah.
magic lighter.
Yeah.
You know?
Or
Actually, fog cloud would be better at the vault.
yeah. What
Mhm.
if I use pass without trace for you? So it's a concealing aura.
It's a very powerful stealth ability.
Yeah. While in the aura, you and each creature you choose have a +10 bonus to dexterity stealth checks and leave no tracks.
Well, that would give me a +20 on stealth, so presumably I could just
I need
do whatever
help,
the heck
for
I
sure.
felt like.
Could we? I mean, with that,
only
mean,
have plus
Krong-
one on-
ultimately, we only need one person to see.
It's true.
Because then you can become her, and the other person can use that as a map.
Is she wearing a hat?
Becomes a game of disguise telephone there.
Is she wearing a hat? I would say
Kind
that
of.
she is not wearing a hat.
Is she wearing a diadem?
She is not wearing a
Oh,
diadem.
good question.
But she could wear a hat.
She could be wearing a
She
diadem.
could wear her head
A
could accommodate
fascinator?
a hat.
I feel like a fascinator really
Mhm.
like just something extravagant for her traveling hat.
Yeah.
Tony, does
Does
the
it-
hat of disguise, does its power extend to disguising itself as a diadem?
I
Or
think
does
so.
it have to be a full-on
has to be-
hat?
I think it has to be a head thing.
All right.
I feel like basically when you have it disguise itself as a diadem. And now what's tricky, you have not seen you've
The
said
diadem.
a diadem.
A diadem.
It could certainly look like a diadem.
I
I don't think it
got
can-
them to describe the diadem to us.
Yeah, but you haven't
She-
seen the ruby diadem.
She
So-
also could be the sort of person to wear one of those big floppy fashion hats
Mm.
Yeah,
while
floppy
she's out
fashion
and
hats.
about.
Yeah.
Especially if she's traveling to the docks. She doesn't want to get her
Mhm.
hair dirty.
You suspect that probably she is. Well, I don't know. She is also an accomplished thief. Maybe she's jumping along rooftops to get to the
Yeah,
dock.
that's true. With a
maybe
hood or
she's taking
something.
her
Not
coach.
in those boots.
She's also a high-level thief, assassin, adventurer. She may be teleporting there. We don't know.
All right. I would
Mhm.
like to sneak in using this pass without trace spell, which means I have to be within a certain range of Kathy.
30
All right, well-
feet.
Kathy, Tinkerbell, you want to head back over the wall, meet up with the group, and cast Pass Without Trace?
Yep.
Okay.
Casted.
And Jaee, did you want to go also, or is this just a Krong mission right now?
I have like how much plus?
You get
Stealth
plus
would you
10
10.
from.
Plus 10 because I only have plus 1. I am no
You're clanky.
Krong.
Yeah. Why don't you and Josh hang out in the front to
We'll hang out.
cause a distraction just in case it's needed?
Yeah,
Okay.
Josh,
We'll have a fight
that's
if we
about the
need
extent
to.
of Josh's sneaky ability.
Distraction. Krong, give us a stealth check.
All right. 38.
Krog waits. He sees a guard patrol past. He it's just like a shadow moving from bush to tree to bush and then you're in the hedge under the window, and you kind of peek. It's just like the shadow under the windowsill just gets a little bit bigger, but we see Krong's eyes in it, and you're looking through the window. You see the strange motley crew of dinner party happening in there. At the head of the table is Nixlana Viderant. You get a good Hat of Disguise level look at her, and then the shadow is gone. There's such a glimmer of Krong as you head back from piece of foliage to piece of foliage, and zoop, over the road. Over the wall, and meet your friends in the road, just in time to all kind of whistle calmly as a city watch guard strolls past.
All right, I can disguise myself as her.
Excellent.
Do we want to hide in the corner somewhere, and you can turn into her so that Jaee also knows what she looks like?
Oh wow. Does that work? Or is this like a photocopy of a photocopy situation?
I don't know.
Like I said, it's disguised telephone.
I think it depends on what process you need to like translate, like to pull shape shifting visually.
Well, here's what she looks like with a big Napoleon hat on.
Ooh.
Noted. I memorized this.
Excellent. Okay, what about like a peacock feathered fascinator? What does that look like?
Like this.
Like this.
Fine.
Okay. All right. Well, honestly, that was so stealthy and well done that you all get inspiration. You have not.
Woohoo!
You've gained a great deal of information about the nature of Viderant's work, her vault, the things that are happening there, and I think most importantly, you have gained all this information while doing nothing that would endanger your mission in terms of tipping your hand that you are in Waterdeep and you're
we're good at
you're gunning
this
for the
part.
vault.
Yeah.
No, I'll tell you what's most important, Tony. I have taken this opportunity to learn what a fascinator is.
Oh yeah, it's a fun. It's
excellent.
a thing. Yeah.
Yes.
Was it fascinating?
Excellent.
Is there anything else you'd like to do this session before we wrap up?
I think we're set. I think we have
All right.
at least the remnants of the
have a lot of
ideas of a
information.
plan.
Solid plan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tony
we have
even
cased
complimented
2
it.
joints.
Yeah.
We have some plans.
Yeah.
And we have the knowledge that we need.
You have a
including
lot
what
of
people-
like things you could. You have just you have learned so much. You know a lot about the routines of the guards at the vault. You know what Nixlana Viderant looks like. You have a kind of a napkin sketch layout of the vault itself. You've studied the comings and goings of the guard. So you know the area of the docks well. You've gotten a glimpse at some of the weird underworld connections that Nixlana Viderant has dinner with, apparently. May or may not be relevant for your things. I think the next thing to do is to plan and make your incursion into Viderant's vault. Will that incursion go off without a hitch? Will they never know that you were there? Or will this become a bit of a smash and grab where you have to fight through all these people that you befriended at a bar, leaving
In Waterdeep.
stacking corpse after corpse in the streets of Waterdeep, a city you will never be able to return to unless you have a magic hat to disguise your identity. For answers to questions such as these, tune in next time to Total Party Kill.
the Incomparable Podcast Network. Become a member and support this show today. theincomparable.com/members